Well, here we are again. Will the Democrats force another shutdown? Come Friday, February 15, 2019, because of their proposal, their budget proposals. Folks, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't. And I'm sorry for the people that could be on furlough again. But this could actually happen. Are they that ignorant and stupid, these Democrats, that people voted for them and they're in their dream world? I have no clue what planet they live on, because they sure don't act like they're from the planet Earth. They act like they're from planet Mars, Venus, wherever. They're in their own little universe. Folks, have you heard really serious? They want to cut ICE beds 17%. No president or anybody in their right mind would pass this bill or budget. That means they want to take 4,000 or more people that are illegal into our country, that are criminals, that have been arrested for assault, drug trafficking, kidnapping, human trafficking, and so on. They want to release them back into our society and say, there you go, you're free to go. You can commit more crimes in the United States. You can kill us. You know? I mean, that's how it is. ICE works their butts off to catch these people, detain these people, and now Democrats want to let 17% of them be released back into our society. That's why I'm saying these Democrats are not from the planet Earth, because they're acting like they have their dreams and they're going to push their dreams and they don't care about anybody but their power. All these Democrats are like puppets. They're puppets to Nancy Pelosi. If she pulls the string and it raises up their hand to vote, well, there you go. If she pulls both strings and lets them clap because she thinks it's the right time to clap, during the State of the Union speech by Trump, did you see that? That was just literally her being a dictator. Did you see that she was reading and some papers during President Trump's speech to the State of the Union? Well, if you haven't seen it, I'll show you a picture. There you go, folks. That's her reading while he's speaking at the State of the Union. So, the looks, the way she clapped, the way she didn't stand up, and everybody else stood up, but she sat her butt down. And the other people, Congress people, that disrespected the President of the United States, I have never in my entire life, and I'm 58 years old, see a Speaker of the House during a State of the Union speech, anybody reading. If I'm mistaken, please send me a picture of it, because I don't believe it. That is downright disrespect. If she can't respect the people of the United States and our president, then she needs to resign. Because she is the puppet leader. She is the one that tells these Democrats how high to jump and when they can do something. And then she wants to turn around and let them dictate to us, the citizens of the United States. We don't need a dictator in the United States like Nancy Pelosi. I'm not Nancy Pelosi's puppet. I have rights. I have my freedom. And I've lived in the United States for 58 years, and I've never, ever seen this before. And it makes me sick to my stomach. How these Democrats, these dreamers, dream up these things and think it's going to pass. No. They're in their own little world. And it sure isn't planet Earth. They're in some other world or some other universe. Because nobody in their right mind is going to pass their bills, their budget, because it's all junk. It's junk. It's literally junk. If you're going to release 4,000 criminals that aren't even United States citizens back into our country, then what about the United citizens that are in jail for petty crimes? Misdemeanors, they're doing time. And they're United States citizens. Why not release them back into our society, Nancy and the Democrats? And who in the heck dreamed up this to take airplanes away, to take down buildings and rebuild them, and have electric cars, and have houses with solar panels, and demand that you build your house like that, and demand that you have to buy an electric car, and demand that you can only take a train for a trip? Well, folks, if you have family overseas or you're planning to go on a travel and see the world, well, honey, you won't be able to if you can only take trains, because how are you going to get to Europe by train? How are you going to take a vacation to Bahamas or any exotic place you want to go? How are the Hawaiian citizens going to get to the United States? Think about this dreamed up, dumb, stupid, ridiculous plan that the Congress Democrats want to pass. We have rights in the United States. We have freedom in the United States. As long as we pay taxes and we're law-abiding people, then guess what? We have our freedom. But the Democrats want to run this country like we're a bunch of puppets, and when they pull the string, we're supposed to do what they say. We have to walk on pins and needles. We have to do what they say. Well, I'll tell you what, I've been on this earth 58 years, and nobody's going to dictate to me. Nobody. Nobody's going to tell me what kind of car I have to drive, what kind of house I have to live in, and how I am going to travel. I have the right to fly in an airplane. I have a right to take a train. I have a right to take a boat. I have a right to go on a cruise. I have a right to go overseas. I have a right to do what I want. I am not going to become the Democrats' puppet. And I hope a lot of you listen to this video and understand what I'm trying to say. These dictators need to resign. Oh, and by the way, Trump has been cleared of all Russian connections. Do you know who it was that had the connection with Russia? I'll give you one big guess, and it was some Democrats. And I'll give you a second clue. The biggest one, her last name started with a C. Yes, that's right. Hillary Clinton was the biggest backstabber in the United States because she had connection with Russia. Why isn't she behind bars? I have no clue. Maybe because they're scared they might get murdered. I'm serious. I am serious as heck. Why isn't Hillary Clinton behind bars? Why aren't they investigating Hillary? Because the Democrats don't want to do it. Because it's the puppet. It's the puppet. We're puppets. We're going to do what Nancy Pelosi wants us to do. If she tells us to walk, she's going to pull our strings and let us walk. If she wants us to clap, she's going to pull our strings so we can clap. If she wants to raise our hands, she's going to pull that string so we can wave or raise our hands. Get with it, folks. This country could be shut down again. In reality, it could be. I don't blame Trump for videoing this. There's no way anybody in their right mind would pass this. So, you can't blame this one at all on Trump. You can blame yourselves if you voted for these Democrats. That's all I got to say. Don't be surprised if there's not a shutdown come Friday, the 15th of February.